every day, and within those minutes can make all the difference in your world, yes? So we start off every day with flying colors. And thank you so much for the retweets and shares, spreading our love across the world, helping to spread the word of yoga and meditation. It's so good for us, yes? It reprograms your brain, erases old belief systems and harmful thought patterns, and inserts this, the ocean. So you sync up and download this into yourself and learn how to work with the cycles of life instead of against them. That's why it's so important. Yes, that's why we do this. And I love Thursdays. Thursdays is the day where your throat and your third eye chakra are activated. The sun is here, shining right on these areas. So today, Thursdays, that's where it's the strongest. So we're really going to focus on that. And we lose these sensors. If they're not used, your body is smart, but not as smart as you, so it'll adjust to you. So if you don't use your third eye, it can calcify. And I look at it as disabled sensors, broken lines, severed connections within your own body, you know. So yoga, it repairs that, puts it back together, turns that blinker on, you know. We have lots of sensors within us. Obviously, the gut will tell the brain when it's full, and if we ignore that sensor, then it just, you know, erases itself. It's like a program that just deletes itself after a while if it's not used. So let's turn these sensors back on, especially we, you know, use the sound of the ocean, nature, meditation to reconnect and learn how to listen to these signals. And the more we listen to them, the stronger these signals will get. So let's start in meditation. So just come into an easy Sukhasana pose, cross-legged, where you can ground down both your sit bones and just start to relax, closing your eyes, bringing all of your attention and awareness inside. Let's dive deep into the thousands of unexplored regions within the mind. So take a few deep breaths here, just letting it all go. Give yourself time to relax and move into your meditative state of mind. The more you relax and the more you bring your attention and awareness to your breath, the more deeper you will dive into that heightened state of consciousness, deeper sense of awareness. It's like you're functioning on a higher level. So take some time to let that happen. It's not something that you force your way into. You don't force yourself to relax. It just automatically happens when you focus on your breath. And you take your time on the inhales. And even more time maybe on the exhales as you gently press the air out. Try to keep the breath contained in and out through the nose. And begin to activate your bandhas. Bandhas are strong abdominal locks. So pull your pelvic wall up and your navel in towards your spine. This tilts your tailbone under just naturally as you lift through the crown of your head, giving more space to each vertebrae as you ground down and lift up at the same time. So strong, locked out core. From here on down, grounding, and then here on up, lifting. So you're balancing that action with relaxation. Practicing how to keep a strong, locked out bandha. Your core is nice and tight, yet your chest, heart area, breath, lungs are free and relaxed. Relaxing the tops of your shoulders while keeping an active spine. Deepening your breath even more. And very gently starting to press your chin down towards your chest if you haven't already. This is a Jalandhara Bandha. Pressing on the glands of the neck, allowing the arteries to open up a little bit more, getting some more blood flow into your brain. And pressing your chin down towards your neck is an instant trigger for relaxation as well. Send your breath deep into the back of your throat. Inhaling more energy, that prana, inviting that in. And exhaling what you no longer need, apana, rubbish. Just like the ocean spits out whatever it doesn't need anymore onto the beach. That's a lot like your exhale. Now slowly start to roll one ear towards the shoulder, and very gently, just taking your hand, gentle pressure, just to open up that shoulder, open up your neck. Releasing any tension. We tend to carry tension and stress in our neck and our shoulder joints. So let's just breathe through that. Relaxing and opening up. And then using your exhale to release any tension that may be there. And slowly start to roll towards the other side. Just very gently guiding with your hand. And still grounding down through both sit bones. Nice and evenly here. As you stretch, keeping the spine activated and just opening up. Just releasing any tension around the throat chakra area. And now come back to center. Very slowly start to reach your chin up towards the sky. Now just only go as far as comfortable for you. And continue to think about lifting up out of your spine rather than sinking down into it. Your hip bones are grounded down, and then your natural traction happens when you lift the spine up nice and long. Keep the tops of your shoulders relaxed. Just allow your throat chakra to open up. Sending your breath into the back of the throat. Clearing away any blocks that prevent you from speaking your own truth. So open it up. Let anything go that might be stuck in there, trying to make its way out. And slowly start to come out, bringing your chin down very, very slow. Taking your time. Bringing hands, thumbs up to the third eye center here. Really press your palms together. Shoulders are down your back. Feeling that stretch here along the tops of your shoulders, back of your neck, the trapezius muscles. Just unwind and relax as you breathe it away. Now inhale, circle, sweep arms, come all the way up. And exhale, honing it in, harnessing your energy, midline center. Inhale 2 more times. And exhale, release. Inhale, gathering up as much energy as you can. Exhale, harnessing and centering that energy within. Keeping your bandhas locked out strong. Good. Now come into child's pose. So bring the knees wide. Sitting the hips back down towards the heels. Arms reach long in front. Plant your elbows down into the mat. Bring fingertips to touch right above the back of your head, very gently. Pressing the forehead down into the mat. With just a slight pressure on the forehead, not too much. Most of the pressure should go into your elbows, pressing down into the mat. And if your hips and knees are starting to ache, you can come up onto your knees if you need to. tuning this practice into your body and what your body needs. This is about you, not about anyone else. And no greater teacher is your very own body, letting you know when to push and when to pull back. Sending the breath into your back now, feeling your spine lift up towards the sky as you breathe. And placing your fingers in this position behind your head right here activates your memory, activates your focus and concentration, which is especially powerful today on Thursdays. And now slowly start to come out of the pose, walking your hands in towards yourself, sitting up, chin is last to lift. Take a breath here, inhale, circle sweep, come all the way up, and exhale, centering your focus. Down dog. So just walk your hands forward, tuck your toes, lift your hips up, and we're just going to walk it out, left and right. Pulling the navel in and just adjusting your dog from the ground up. You want to press your heels back and down and press forward and away through your palms. Fingertips spread far apart, wide like starfish. And just alternate your heels. Really stretch into your hips. So you're just waking up the body now. Deeply breathing, relaxing your neck. Now pulling forward into high plank, high push-up. We're working through the flow. You can always bring your knees down to the mat if you need to. Press back through your heels, tuck your tailbone under, spine strong. Stacking your joints, wrists under elbows, under shoulders, all in one line. Bend your elbows, keep them tucked into your sides. Lower down, hover halfway. Chaturanga, here you go. Inhale, roll over tops of toes. Chest comes up, opening the heart center now. Point the toes back, pulling the heart away from the heels. Upward facing dog. And use your core to lift you back into down dog as you breathe through it, keeping the breath conscious. And it's okay if your breath doesn't always match what I'm saying, as long as you're breathing. Especially if you're new to yoga, don't get too caught up in the mechanics of it. As long as you are focusing your awareness, your breath, body and mind, full attention, all in one direction, that is yoga. Yoga means to unite. And then we add these poses to them. So bringing together, uniting, that's what we're doing. As long as you're doing that, you're doing just fine. One more time through the flow. Pull forward into plank, high push-up position. Tuck your tailbone under. Press back through your heels, bend your elbows, slowly lower down, hover. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, use your core, lift you back into downward facing dog. Press your chest back towards your thighs. And inhale, right leg lifts up behind you, stretching the leg back. Now scissor your inner thighs. You want to use every muscle in your leg. So you're still pressing evenly down through both palms and down through your grounded heel, and then stretching past your toes, your extended lifted leg. It's more about lengthening than it is about lifting that leg high. So really stretch it back as you breathe it in. Next exhale, we're going to step it through. Place foot between hands for warrior one. Back heel comes down. Nice foundation. You want to build a strong foundation before adding on. So check your hips. Make sure they're square. Right hip comes back, left hip forward. Inhale, upper body, arms to rise to the sky. Good. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Good. Now taking a moment here, just breathing in your warrior one, just dropping your head, forgetting what the pose is supposed to look like. Maybe even closing your eyes and seeing what the pose feels like within your own body. Noticing all of the different sensations, all of the different energies moving within you as you breathe your inhale and exhale. Good. Now coming into eagle, inhale, arms high. As you exhale, swoop the left elbow underneath the right, wrap them around. And here we take flight. Launch off your left foot. Very slowly, teeter-tottering upper body comes down. Left leg lifts, long behind you. Warrior three with eagle arms. And now moving into full eagle without letting your left toes touch the ground. Breathe your way into cross-legged position. And just start to sit it down. Take your time, there's no rush here. There's no competition, no race. No end destination. It's just right here, right now. And squaring your hips, tucking the tailbone under. And slowly coming out of the pose now. Breathe your way back into warrior three, keeping the eagle arms. Lengthening it out nice and long. Now seeing if you could reach your arms forward as you lengthen your leg back. So elbows come forward, reaching as best that you can. And release. Back heel comes down to the mat. Deepen your front lunge. Lift your elbows up, opening up your heart center. And exhale. Release your arms. Circle sweep them all the way up to the sky. And exhale. Plant your hands, step back into high plank, and we flow it out. Bend the elbows, lower it down. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale. Lift your hips. Back to down dog. Take a breath here. Maybe two. Breathing away the effects of the eagle warrior. Activating your third eye. Other side. Inhale. Left leg lengthens long behind you. Point the toe. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Really plant your hands nice and even on the mat as you reach and extend your leg back. Exhale, bring the foot through, plant between your hands. Warrior one on this side. Solid foundation. Back heel, down to the mat. Grip with your feet as you inhale. Upper body to rise. Squaring your hips to the front. Hips and shoulders, they match. And either setting your eyes on one fixed position, one fixed spot, your ekagrata, eclipsing all distraction. Or you can close your eyes and feel these energies within your own body. Maybe bring hands to heart center. Just allowing your breath to bring you from one side to the other. Bringing both sides together, working together as one. It's like getting your right leg and your left leg to work together to walk. Eagle arms. Inhale, circling up, and exhale. Now bringing the right arm underneath the left. And just wrapping them around. You can hug your shoulders if it's not available to you. And just knowing any areas, just witnessing your own body. Maybe you have a kink in your shoulders. If that's the case, then send your breath into that sore area as you relax it. That way you can release the tension with the exhale. Taking flight now. On your next inhale, press off your back foot and start to balance on your standing leg. And I'm on sinking sand. Helps to have a solid foundation. But I love the beach. I love being able to practice yoga here. And I like the challenge. I like falling. I fall in love. Always. Looking for the magic in every moment, yes? Alright. Keep lengthening your leg back. Doing the best that you can, and see if you can reach your elbows and your arms a little bit further in front of you. Keeping the back of your neck long. Full eagle without letting your right toes touch the ground. Bring right leg up and over, cross-legged position. Sitting it down. Squaring your hips and your heels. Shoulders, square front. Really squeeze in towards your midline. Focus your eyes, one point. Still the eyes, still the mind, the body will follow. Last breath here, inhale. And exhale. Slowly coming back into your warrior three with eagle arms. And then down. Warrior one. Good. Exalt your warrior. Deepen your front lunge. Lift the elbows up and back. And exhale. Hands come down to the mat. Step it back. Flow it out. Bend the elbows. Lower it down. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Now crescent warrior. Inhale. Right leg lifts up high. And exhale. Bring the foot through. This time, foot comes towards the right hand. And we're just going to drop the back knee down and walk the foot out to the side. Now allow your knee to splay open so that you can see the bottom of your foot. And then sit back just a little bit. You're going to open up the joint here. So just be very careful now. Breathe into this. Good. And now walk your foot over to your left hand, coming into your half pigeon. So now you're just going to sit your hips down, use your hands in front to steer your hips straight as you lengthen your left leg back. Now using your breath to move you deeper into the pose, you may stay up on your hands or you can come all the way down. Continue to breathe. Do whatever feels good for you. Now keeping your bent knee, your right leg, nice and flexed. So flex your right foot. Maybe even hold on to it if you need to make sure that the toes are curling up. You know, I didn't know what flexing really meant until someone said, curl your toes up towards the sky. I'm like, oh, activate your foot, whatever you need to do to activate your foot, keeping it active. The more active your foot, the more protected your joints, your knee joints, your ankle. And now breathing your way up, out, Coming onto your hands, lifting your chest, rolling your shoulders back. King pigeon, bend your back knee, take hold of your foot, and just kick back into your grip very gently, keeping your hips square to the front. And for more, you can come into your mermaid where you just crook your toe onto your elbow as you inhale. Other arm comes up. You can grip here. As you open up your throat chakra, your heart, and your third eye. Set sail and just breathe it away here. One more deep breath before switching sides. And release. Slowly allow your toe, you're going to hook your toe, come down to the mat, square your hips, palms down, lift yourself up and back. Three-legged dog. La, la, la. And flow it out. Come down to plank. Bend the elbows lower down. Inhale up. And exhale. Back to down dog. Good. Other side. Inhale. Left leg extends back. And exhale. Bring it through. Crescent warrior. Low lunge. So left foot, left hand. And then walk your hand out, or your foot out. Just allowing it to come out onto its side. So you're looking at the bottom of your foot. And then just press back a little bit. Always using your breath, especially when we're in hip openers, yes? Keeping your top foot, your front foot activated, nice and strong. And now walking your foot to the other side for pigeon on this side. And just a comfortable half pigeon. Using your hands to help to keep your hips straight. I know it's hard to see your hips when you're in this position, so it's good to just feel your way into it and use your breath. Allowing your breath to tell you how your body feels. And always moving with your breath, maybe coming down a little bit deeper. And activating your throat chakra a little more by gently pressing the chin down into the chest. Keeping the back of your neck long. Sending your breath into all of the tight spaces and places, opening it up. Keep your foot active and flexed, protecting your joints, sending your breath deep past the muscles into the connective tissues, the fascia, creating more synovial fluid, becoming less calcified, less solid, yes. One more breath. And slowly start to come out up onto your hands. King pigeon, bend your back knee. And then very gently press back into your grip. So you're opening up the shoulder, just letting the shoulder relax. Letting your arm extend. Keeping your top foot flexed here. And now you can stay here a little bit more advanced. You just hook your toe into the crook of your elbow, like that. Inhale, other arm to rise. Coming into your mermaid, set sail. Open up your chest, open up your heart, and breathe. One more breath here. On the out breath, letting go. Allow your toes to come back down to the mat. Set your hands in front and push up and away. Back to your downward facing dog, lifting and extending your left leg long behind you. Flow it out. Feet come down. Hips low. Bend the elbows. Lower it down. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale. Lift the hips. Back to down dog. Take a breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Dolphin pose. So I would widen your feet if you like to. It's a little bit easier if you widen your feet more than shoulder width distance apart. And then bring your forearms down to the mat. Palms can be flat, or if you prefer, you can just clasp your hands here. You just want to make sure that your elbows are digging down into the mat and you're spiraling your shoulder blades down your back, wide apart from each other, keeping the back of your neck long. No pressure in the top of your head. Just let your head hang here. And then maybe walk your feet in a little bit if you can, as you press your hips up towards the sky. Continue to press your chin very gently into your chest. Jalandhara Bandha, combined with the Mula Bandha and the Uddiyana Bandha. Strong locked out core. Pull the pelvic wall up, navel in. And now dolphin plank. Walk your feet back, lower your hips down, and hold it here. You can always bring your knees down to the mat if you need to. Forearms, elbows nice and strong. Shoulders down your back, nice and wide. Elephant plank, Gaja. Plant your left hand, open up, right arm comes high to the sky. Reach past your fingertips onto the edges. Good. And then open up your arm, your chest to the sky. Hello. Other side. Coming down onto the other forearm. As you inhale, other arm to rise. And then open up the arm behind you, opening up the chest, reaching behind, keeping the hips lifted. You can always drop your bottom knee if you need to. And release. Come back to center, knees wide, pressing back into child's pose here. Hips to heels, arms long, head down. Very gentle pressure right on your forehead, your third eye. Send your breath there now. Use that energy, that heat that you created. Send it right to your third eye and your throat, clearing out any blocks that might be there. Using your breath to blast through them. They have nowhere to go but to open up, not blocking any energy from getting to where it needs to go anymore. This is how we put ourselves back together. Now slowly start to walk your hands in towards yourself. We're going to flip over and come into fish pose. So just laying down on your back, you're going to come onto your elbows and just let yourself rest on top of your hands right here. Good. Now very slowly open up your chest and just let your throat open up. Go back as far as feels good to you. Just breathe. Continue to point your toes away from your body, so you want to keep your legs active. Sending the breath into the back of the throat, arching your lower back as you open up your heart. And slowly start to release. Going as slow as you need to go. Chin towards the chest. And one more upward plank. Set your hands behind, fingertips face forward. Inhale, lift the hips up. Point the toes. And just do the best that you can. Straightening the arms, stretching the tops of the shoulders all the way down to the wrists. It's a great pose if you suffer from carpal tunnel. Strengthening the wrists, the forearms, the joints. Increasing more synovial fluid. One more breath here. And on the exhale, release. Bring the hips back down. Good. And now coming into half fish pose, Ardha Matsyendrasana. We're just going to cross your left foot over the right knee and sit both sit bones down here. So both sit bones are nice and even. You can either just hug your top knee, which is what I usually do. You're just going to inhale the left arm to rise and twist. Plant the right hand at the base of your spine. And think about twisting every vertebrae all the way from sacrum to the crown of your head. Very gently, belly breathing. And release to the other side. Now right knee bends on the ground as you bring your left heel over the right knee. Evenly ground both sit bones down. Inhale the right arm up. Left hand plants, base of the spine behind. And just hug your knee as you twist. Just a very gentle rinsing of the spine. Gentle belly breathing whenever you're in the twist. You're wringing out your digestive system here as well. So in twist, you want to let your breath do all the work. Now slowly release, coming back to center. Coming into Sukhasana, easy pose, cross-legged position. Bringing hands to heart center. And setting your intention here. What do you want to bring to the world most today? Or maybe dedicating this practice to someone or something special. Whatever that may be, let's breathe life into it. Inhale, pressing prayer palms directly above head, opening up the arms, sending it out into the universe. As you exhale, coming right back around to where you started. Inhale 2 more times, reaching it out and around, full circle, coming right back to your heart center. Inhale, reaching it up, sending that love as far across, spanning across the universe. And exhale. Bringing your thumbs up to third eye chakra right now. Thank you so much for choosing to be here today, choosing yoga and meditation. It's such an honor to have you here with me. Have a great day. Namaste. Mahalo. Thank you for practicing yoga and meditating with me. Oh, I wish I knew what you were saying. Oh, so good to have you here in Maui. This is your last chance to share. So if you're on Periscope, just click the 3 dots and share. Let's do our part in making this world a better place than what we found it. Yes? And make sure you follow, subscribe. You should see the button somewhere on this. Thank you for the retweets. Thank you so much. Oh. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You're talking about yourself. Oh, this is Elaina streaming free live yoga directly to you for fit.live. And if you've missed any episodes, you can find them at elainayoga.com. And don't quit your daydream. Stick with it. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your dreams. And we'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Aloha.